All right, you're welcome back to today's class. It's a Monday, and last week we talked a whole lot about WordPress, Figma. I gave an assignment on the last class. We talked a whole lot about everything about Figma, the elements, the widgets. We talked about WordPress, the left side panel. We talked about cPanel, talked about WordPress, website design. We talked about different tools. And today we are going to be building a landing page, right? We're going to be building a landing page for WordPress on WordPress. So that's what this entire class is going to be. We're going to build our first landing page. So you can follow through to the end and make sure you practice. Okay, so let's go ahead. So first, I'm just going to install a new WordPress account because I had deleted it over the weekend. So I'm installing a new WordPress account. Okay, so let's check it out. So here we go. Now we're on the WordPress account. It's asking for an update. Let's see. Okay. I'm not using this plugin, but let's update it. So the next thing I want to do is I want to put security. We talked about different security SSL last week, but we didn't talk about some plugins. Okay, I think it talked about Jetpack that you could also use for both security and backup. So, but tonight I'm going to be installing WordFence. WordFence is a plugin that makes sure that people don't hack your website or brute force your website. So I'm just going to install WordFence. And there it is. So I'm going to click install. I'm going to click activate, and then it will take me through some processes. All right, so get your WordPress. I have an existing license, so I'm just going to go to my mail and get it. This is just so that you can be getting updates on whatever is happening on your website all the time. So see, I always get updates from sites that I have built in the past. So I'm just gonna copy this code where don't use my own WordFence. So if not, I'll be getting updates for your website too. Yes, all license. Okay. So it's free. You can register a free account on wordfence.com. And yeah, so free license installed, go to dashboard. Now, when you get to dashboard, you can just skip all these ones. You can click to configure, and you ask you to download your HCSX files. So let's call this. Let's check my class now. Let's go back to this WordPress. Uh, so I'm just going to save it in a folder, and I click on continue, and it closes. So it's not done yet. It will show you brute force protection 100%. You click to configure firewall, you download the same file again, and that's it, done. Once you do that, it will save automatically. You don't have to save change, it will save. So your web application firewall is 55%, firewall rules 70%, relative. Okay, you have to pay for this one, block requests from malicious IPs, but brute force protection, stop guess password guessing 100%. So no one is getting into this website unless they have access to your password and stuff. So we are going to be building landing pages, different landing pages. So we want to be able to create those pages. So for tonight, let's go back to our Figma file. If you go to our Figma file here, if you go back to our Figma file here, we have about 5 pages. And we already talked about what pages are. We have about 5 pages, which is, oh, okay. We have about 5 pages. Those pages are home. Here, we can see it here. We can see features. We can see pricing. We can see integrations, and we can see blogs. Okay. So what do we want to do next? We want to go and create those pages. So we're going to create 5 pages. We're going to add 5 pages. Is it 5? Yeah, 5 of it. We're going to add 5 pages. And so our first page is your home, right? The first page is your home. You publish that. The second page is features. Sorry, this is a WordPress features. Okay. The next one is pricing. I'm going to publish this. And the next one is integrations. And the next one is, and the final one is blogs. So let's just leave it at blog. Okay. Okay, so what are the other tools that, so we're just going to close up all this since we don't need it again. Okay, so what are the other tools? Let's close tabs, all right? Let's refresh, make sure our pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have been created. So the next thing we want to do, I hope you guys can hear me. The next thing we want to do is let's look for some interesting logos. So you need to be able to work with various platforms to be able to deliver on a very good design. So this is called Nico logo. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing with our Figma? No, it's not. I think this is a star. Let's just look for something. Or we can just go to Canva. Let's go to Canva and create a logo, right? So go to canva.com. Very easy to use. So look for logo. Hmm. Let's look for a nice logo. I think I like this Light Lab. I think I like this Light Lab. So we're just gonna pick this and customize this template. So you can design your own logo in Canva, however you choose, your choice at the end of the day. So, but it's very important that yeah. So this is Light Lab. We're gonna take this out, right? This is the dark background. We're also gonna take this out. So what we want to do is we need a transparent background for both. So I'm coming. So we'll first download each and every one of them with the background. So let's see. Let's just download page 1. No, page 1, download. We're going to save it here. Then we need the transparent version. So if you don't have Canva Pro, you can't get it, but you can use Affinity or Remove PG to remove this. So we're going to take, to remove the background, we're going to remove this background. So page 1, done, download. Okay, so let's try the black part, the dark one, share. Number two, download. Let's try transparent first. Yeah, so we're just gonna download transparent, and then we download the main one. Okay, so now we have our logo. So next thing we want to do is we want to go back to WordPress. Let's customize our, so we need a theme. So let's just get a theme. Let's get themes. Let's add a new theme. I'm going to use Elementor theme for this Hello Elementor. So I'm just going to click install. I'm going to click activate. Okay, so it needs an Elementor. It needs me to download Elementor, but we're coming. Let's go and customize it first. We're going to plugins. So download different plugins that we need. So our site identity, this is our, we're going to call it WeCall. No, lights, what now? What's the name of that thing, of that logo? Light Lab. So we're going to call our website Light Lab as our site title and a space for creative minds. Okay, so we're going to select logo. So we're going to upload those images that we just downloaded. So we're going to go to that folder, select all, because we might be needing all except this one. Yeah, we can be needing all. So let's wait for it to finish uploading. Exactly. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So we're going to select the light version, which is this, and select exactly and crop it. Right, so that's our official logo. Our site icon. We can set our site icon to this. Yeah. So that's what people are gonna see. So if you look up here, you'll be seeing Light Lab. Do you understand? Okay. So let's publish that. And we're done. So what else? Our home page is gonna be home. No, home. So anytime you go to test or drivers or co, you see it there. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back, headers and footers, non-selected. So let's close this and go back. So the next thing we want to do is to install plugins. So first is to install the Elementor plugin. So we can just add plugin and click on Elementor. Click on Elementor. Yeah, this is it. You install it and you activate it. Okay. So I'm not going to create an account. Just close that and take you back to WordPress. Yeah, so you can come back to plugins because you need more plugins. And I'm going to install Pro Elements. I have this one on my laptop, so I'm just going to upload it. ProElements.co. So I have this on my laptop. I'm just going to activate it, install it. So these are things you do before you get started. So while it's installing, let's check our general cell. Oh my God, I just canceled the installation. I'm coming. comment on. Yeah, so our general settings is set. Let's check, right? So the plugin is installing. What's our mail server? We can do this later if we have a mail. So default post category, we've not set it yet. Default post format standard. Let's go to reading. Our static page has been selected, post page, none yet. So blocks to show, we'll leave this as it is, check discussion. Anyone post a comment, a comment is held for moderation, yes. Comment must be manually approved. Break comments into pages, no. User may be registered and logged into must be registered, yes. But can easily close comments on all posts. I put it here. So I can save this. So this plugin is still installing. So let's save this. Then I think I'm cool with every other thing. The next is media. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Thumbnail size, medium size, max size. Okay, so permalinks, claim post name. That's the one I want. Save changes. And yeah, that should be all. So I'm going to activate this pro element and it's activated. All right. So let's go back to our pages. Sorry, let's go to Elementor settings and make sure that post and pages. Sure. Okay. So that being said, let's go and edit our page. So these are our front page. So we're just going to click on edit and it opens up here. So let's close all these ones so we don't need any more. It opens up here for us and we now click edit with Elementor and then it takes us to Elementor. Okay, so when you get to Elementor, this is what you see. You can close this right now. Remember, I told you that if you have a theme installed, it's gonna take the whole body of your theme. It's gonna take all the features of your theme. So what we are going to do is we're going to switch to Elementor Canvas. You see, I saw somebody's on that his logo was still showing up here, even though he had done his own landing page here. So you did not switch. So what we'll do is we're going to go to settings, page settings. We're going to come to the layout and choose Elementor Canvas. And there we go, a fresh layout. Good. I will publish. The screen is blank now. So now let's look at our Figma file. Now, in our Figma file, we have quite a number of things here. So we have, number one, we have the header, right? In a container, right? So let's get this header first. We're going to deal with the container soon. So let's get this header first. We have header, we have logo, menu, and a button. So let's get that first. So we're gonna add a container left, and then we're gonna add 3 containers inside this container. Hold on. Add 1 structure here left. Add a container and duplicate. Duplicate. Now we have 3 containers. So we want to bring in our logo. No, let's just bring in an image. It's easy for me. So I add an image here. This is where our logo is going to be. We're going to add menu. I'm going to add the menu here. We're going to add a button. So the button is going to come here. Right. Okay, so let's select the image. Which one are we selecting? I think it's transparent black. Okay, so you can see that this image now is looking, it's like a box. We can actually edit this. So let's see, we can edit it from here by clicking on edit image. um, crop. So we can actually crop it like this so that it actually acts like a logo. We apply the crop here and then we go back. I'm coming. Save edits. Now we have a new image here, so we're just gonna add it. Select, uh, select this. Okay, so yeah, so it has positioned itself, even though we can still reduce the width and the height. Let's put it at the left. Can still increase the width. So now let's select menu. The menu we want here, there are no menus. So you see, we can't select a menu. So let's go and add the menu. So we'll come to appearance, come to menus, and we're gonna create new menu. And the menu we're gonna create is gonna be SMO new heading. Okay, sorry, SMO new menu. Just name it whatever you want for it. Oh, we'll name it header one menu. So it's gonna be on the header. We're gonna save and we're gonna add all our pages. Let's see. View all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add to menu. Once you click on add to menu, we now reposition it the way it is. So it is whole about. Oh, we didn't create about. It's supposed to be about, not home. Okay, so about features, price, integration, and blog. So home, features, pricing, integration, and blog. So I'm gonna save menu. Now it has been saved. So we can come here and publish and then refresh so that it can pick the menu. So refresh. Now once it refreshes, what it's going to look like, because that's the only menu there. So we want to resize our logo. Resize our logo, but then we'll resize the container where the logo is, like this. So I want to resize the logo. The logo is looking small. Yeah, I like it like this. So we also resize this button. Uh, so now we're going to have this button in the center. Center, justify this container, center. Then this menu, we're also going to align it center. Our logo, we can also align it center. Right, so we have our logo. So let's see how the this thing is. Okay, so it has a border. So if we zoom in, it says get access. He has a padlock and a border on the button. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to say get access. Right, so it's very small. So we have to increase the container size. Yeah, so that it can stay. So click on the button, icon library. Let's say lock. Let's look for lock and key. Uh, let's look for a different this thing, icon. We can actually upload new icons though. So, but let's go to, we're gonna go to noun project. No, is it noun project? Yeah, noun project. Noun project is somewhere you can download SVG icons for free. So go to noun project and you're gonna log in. So I'm just gonna log in. You can get icons from here. I'm gonna sign in with my account. Okay. So now we're going to search for lock. So let's search for lock icon. Yeah. So I think it's this one. Yeah. Maybe it's the one with two eyes. Let's just pick anyone. So if we pick on this, we're gonna get this icon, download as SVG. We're gonna save. Now it has saved. Go back to Elementor. We're gonna upload SVG, enable unfiltered, and we're gonna pull it in. Yeah, so we're gonna select, it has this, it has this thing in it. Let's go to Figma and edit it. Hold on. Let me know where I downloaded it to. Okay. So we need to, because the you see why I'm doing, why I have to like edit the icon myself, because it came with something that I don't want. Uh, SMO classes, open this. I'm gonna drop it here. So this is it. This is the icon, right? So let me remove this one and export it as SVG. Export. It's too big. Let me make it small. We're gonna scale it down. So it looks too big. We're gonna scale it. Yeah, this is better. So I'm just gonna download this, export as SVG. We're gonna name it SMO lock. Okay, so let's upload plugin. Some more classes, some more. So let's upload the SVG. Okay, so insert. There we go. It's been inserted. Can you see it here? So the button, we're going to center the text. Uh, the icon is still very big. So let's see how we can reduce it. It's still very, very big. Sorry. Hold on. Let's give it some space. So anytime you see that your stuff is bending, it's because there's not enough space for it. So now we have to remove the color. Remove the color. Remove the color. And we want to add a border. So solid border. And we're going to take the border width to 1. So it's very faint. You can even put it at, I think, 0.7 or so. No, can't put that as a 1. Oh, that's 10. Can put it at 1. But you make the color quite faint so that it's not too noticeable. Right? And then you can increase the radius to 15. There we go. Is that how our logo, our button is? Let's see. Okay. It's not too much. So let's make it 7. Yeah, that's better. Now this, our button text, our icon is too big. So what font are we using? I think I like to use Poppins. I like Poppins a lot. So that's our official button. So um okay. So that should be all for now. Now we have our heading. So let's edit this. This heading color, text color. Let's make it black or a little bit darker. We Okay, so when we hover on it, let's make it text hover. When we hover on it, let's make it, I'm coming, hold on, guys. Yeah, okay, okay. Sorry, guys, I had to take a call. Okay, so now you can select that when you hover on this thing, I think let's make it a little bit dark pinkish like this, right? So this is for the text color, but it has a pointer color. Now you can select what type of pointer you want here. So the pointer is either underline or framed or background. But sometimes I like to choose background, right? So that it's easy for me to know where I am. So when I come down to hover, the pointer color, let's make it that pinkish stuff here. Not too brown, not too pink. We're going to call it our BG color. We'll now create that. So we're going to add some padding to it so that it's nice. Space between, no, it's too much. The space between, let's just leave it the way it is. Give me a minute, guys. Give me some minutes.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can hear you. I can't hear your voice.
All right. Sorry, I made a mistake, guys. I didn't unmute. So I said that, oh my God. I said that this button now, I made it on hover. When you hover on it, its color is going to be white and its background is going to be the dark pink. Now, if you hover, but if you see that it will disappear, that's because we've not set color for when it's normal. So let's just put the color at probably black since we use black. So no, this has not, there's no color here. Cancel. So color, icon, button. No, this is not it. That's our icon color. Hmm. This is the icon. Mm. Oh wow, I can't even see the icon color edit. But let's assume it's here. Let's see what happens. No, this is not what we're looking for. Because we need our icon to have a certain color. Okay, it takes the color of the text. So we're just gonna make here black. Let's name it black. So create. So yeah. So this you see. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. 1 minute, my people. I hope you're enjoying the class and I hope you're learning because this is a very interesting. You can build anything with WordPress. Hold on, I'm just trying to set my lights. I said my lights, my laptop. Okay, so you see now that we have a header. We have a header here. So if you want to edit, so I was saying that the space in here, it's not enough. It looks like it's too close. So I'm just going to edit this menu and come to space between and increase the space. Then probably come here and reduce the space so that, yeah, this is better. Okay, so um, come in. I'm gonna reduce the size of this. Yeah. So we have a header now built to our taste, right? So now what next are we adding? We're adding a background. Yeah. So we're adding a background to this. So this is another container. So we're just gonna add one container here, right? It's going to be pointing down. So the background is going to be an image. But before we add the image, let's add all the text. Turn work-life balance from a dream into your daily reality. So let's type that out. It's going to be a header. So turn work, sorry, turn work-life balance into Okay, turn work-life balance from a dream into your daily what? Turn work-life balance from a dream into your daily reality. Your daily reality. So I also have a problem, right? Because if you look at this image, you realize that you still need a space to put this box. You need a container for this. So what we can have is a main container and then another two containers that are facing down, arranged vertically. So I'm just going to add one container here and then come here, add one container and duplicate. So let's take this one up here and we're going to make a black text color black and gonna center it. Then we're gonna increase the font size. So let's get it to pop in. So we're gonna increase the font size. Let's see. Yeah, turn work-life balance from a dream into your daily. Where does the something break from? Hmm. Okay, let's reduce this. Let's reduce this, but let's break it. So in HTML, you use code to break. So there's a break code called BR and you close the tag. Yeah, that's it. So if you come to style, you can add, let's see the line height. There's not a lot of line height, so let's increase the line height a little bit. Yeah, so the smart way to trade, no, let me take a screen, let me take a picture of this. Let me take a picture so that I'll be able to read and type at the same time. So hold on. Yeah, okay, I just took a picture. Yeah, so we're gonna type, so we're adding a small text under, everything's gonna fall in place, just hold on. So we're adding a space, a small text under, and the text says, the smart way, the smart way to trade, comma, minimize, minimize risk, maximize, maximize gains, comma, get access trading capital. Sorry, you'll just follow with us with Atmos. Backed backed by Torex, a globally regulated multi-account broker. Okay. A multi, sorry, a globally regulated multi-account, sorry. The amount of sorry I've said in this class is too much. You guys are going to pay me for my sorry. Account broker. So that's the subtext. Now, you can change your subtext color from here. Click on this and you can change your text to whatever you want, right? Maybe to this. But you can also come here and change it here, depending on your choice, right? Depending on whatever it is you want. But it's always advisable you can change it from there because you can edit text individually from here. So let's increase the size. Let's increase the size of the text. Too big. Supposed to center it. Increase the size of the text. Yeah, this is how it is there. So if you look at it, this is how it is. Okay, so, but I think it's small. It's smaller than this, or we just increase this. Okay. So next thing we want to add is want to add two containers, or let's make it a grid. We can add two containers. We're just gonna columns two, two. Yeah. And one column. So we can actually add a button depending on what we want. There are many ways you can add a button. So we can add one button here and we can add another button here. So we'll move this button, align it to the right. Sorry, no, left. Then this one will be aligned to the right. Yes. Now we have our button. So what does our first button say? Try for free. So come to content and click on try for free with an icon that says up. So arrow up. That says arrow up. So I think is this. Let's just try. Let's just use this arrow. So okay. Put it on the right. And here we have get 14 days free. Get 14 days free now. So we're going to come here and add get 14 days, sorry, 14 days free now. Okay, so we can actually add the link to where we want to send them to here. Okay, so let's edit our buttons. Our button style, I want it to be 20 so that it will be big. but we can edit individually. So the top can be 2020. Let's make this 35 on the right and 35 on the left. No, 35, not 25. Yeah, so we have that button. We're gonna add radius, button radius like this. We're gonna change it to background type. We're gonna change it to see, it's a darker black. Yeah, so this is how our button is going to look like. How does our button look like? Okay, theirs is from left to right, so we're gonna change the angle. Okay, let me make this right so I know where the angle is coming from. No, we're gonna change no the other way. Yep. So we're gonna make this darker. Bam. Now we have that button. Here, we're gonna take out the padding and the color. So we're gonna turn off the color completely. We're gonna take off the padding. The text, the typography is going, the style is going to be, we're gonna change the decoration to underline. So it's underlined, and then, yeah, there we go. So we can actually add the padding to make it to center it. So 20 on top, 20 at the bottom. There we go. Now we have a button. So let's change this text to Poppins. Yeah, so we have Poppins text. And here too, let's change the text to Poppins. We have Poppins text. Okay, so now we've built 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So now we have this. So next we want to add is our image, dashboard image. So let's just look for a let's go to Pinterest and look for a simple dashboard image. Let's look for a dashboard, a simple dashboard. Shoot for something that matches our color. Yeah, I think I like this. Oh, what's wrong? What's my laptop now? Oh my God, guys, I did not plug my laptop. And I was expecting it to charge. So we're gonna pick this. Let's pick this. And we're going to download it. Download the image. So if you're building for an app, they'll obviously send you their own screenshot. So I'm just gonna edit this picture in Figma so that it looks nice. Where are down? So place image. Where is the just downloaded image? Add it to Figma. Yeah. So we can come here and say, let's add a frame. Let's add a frame. And we can add this here into this place. We can increase it. Increase it on all sides. Hold Control so that you can crop properly. Hold Control so that you can crop properly. Yeah. Hold this so that you can crop properly. And this so that you can crop properly. Okay, so you can just do the edges so that it folds. Bam. So yeah, there it goes. You can now edit this to center everything and maybe come here and because you want to make it equal. Yeah. You can come here and maybe change the color of this to something pinkish, but very light. Yeah. Not too dark, not too bright. So come here and export. Export as PNG. And then you have BG image. So we're going to go back to where are we? We're here. You're going to go back here and we're going to say image. Once we add that image, this is the image, we're going to upload it. We're going to upload our image. Let's upload our image. Yeah, select. There goes our image. We can actually increase the size, yeah, to be full. The image is not clear, but it's okay. So got it. Okay, so now we have our image, right? So what we want to do is to make it look really nice. Let's add our padding. So we come here and we say at the top, let's make it 70. So padding inside, the space inside. So, but let's make it 100, yeah? And bottom, we're going to leave it the way it is because we're still going to bring some stuffs from down up. So, this is going to be here. Let's reduce the size of this text. Come back to content. Trading capital backed by 2x. I'm going to put it here. And then we're going to change the line height. There goes. So now you need a background. 4K desktop. No, let's go to Unsplash. Or we can check image effects for background. Or we can design ourselves in Figma. So let's say colorful clouds background. There are many places to get pictures from. Unsplash, you can go to freepik.com. So if we go to this place, this is actually, oh, look at this, right? Well, I think it's paid. iStock is paid. Not accessible. So let's see. Colorful clouds background. Let's see. Let's see what Flippik has for. Whoa, this is beautiful. So I think let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Yeah. So let's go back home and we're going to upload the background image. Instead of color, we upload image. Select this. Hope you guys are learning something. You guys are enjoying the class. I do hope you're getting the class. Of course, using Elementor will always be harder than using Figma. Figma is just design. This is the real stuff, the real onion. I'm supposed to be done with this class in an hour, but it's a lot. So I'm waiting for this image to finish uploading. There you go. So we're gonna add it here. Wow, guys, can you see something? Can you see something? Can you see how beautiful this is? Right? Do you know that, you know what I'm trying to figure out now? How I want to do this margin that this, let me see, let me add zero index here. Zero index, Z index 1. But let me see. So we have text, yeah? We've added a button, but I think that I want to add an overlay to this background picture, right? So let's add an overlay, or let's make this no repeats cover. Yeah, this is better. And then we're gonna have an overlay. But in this overlay, we're gonna make it white, right? We're gonna make it white, whitish, right? And we're gonna increase the overlay so that it brings out our color. See, if you do like this, so that it looks like the one in our this thing. See, beautiful stuff. Now, have we added background color here? No, we've not added color to this, right? We want the color that is here to be the same here, right? So what we do is we make the margin. We're going to increase the bottom margin to minus 135. And there you go. They share the same color. So we're going to use our navigation to move. So we're going to select this container. This is the header. So let's name it header so that we know which one it is next time. And this is hero. I'm going to name it main hero, right? Now, this main hero, we can now add padding of 200. There you go. Now you see, so boy, where's our logo now? Our logo disappear. I think our logo did. So wait, where's our logo? Yeah, our logo did disappear. Where is it? Where did it disappear? Let's add Z index here. So we'll add one Z index so that this image doesn't block us that one. There you go. There we have it. So I think I'm going to have to increase, where's our main hero? I want to increase this to be 220 so that it goes down more. There we go. Now, there's something I've actually never tried before, but I'm just going to try it now. This particular one, the padding, hold on. This particular one here, our main hero, come, let me add more stuff. So we're going to add padding to this place. Let's put it at 20, 20, so that it looks nice. Yeah, so there's enough space, right? So publish. Yeah, you liking it. So main hero, we're gonna click on this. So I already closed it. Hold on, give me 1 minute, guys. So I'm gonna add a new container, right? And this container is gonna house what now? What's here? Let's see what's housing. It's housing our logos. So 1, 2, 3, our global enterprise logos. Okay, so I'm gonna add a container that's housing logos. And yep. Let's just add a heading here first, right? Make the padding top and bottom 100. 100. Okay, so now I want to make the margin. I want to see what happens now. I have to make the bottom margin of main hero so that these guys can't come up. Is it coming? Yeah. Yeah. So it's actually coming up, but here's what I want to happen. I want to show you guys something. Right now, yeah, it's coming up here. I want it to come up to this level. Okay. Now, this main hero, we have a Z index 1. Let's see. No, it doesn't respond. Yeah, we have Z index, so we're going to put 0. And the moment we put 0, we can then do this and change the color, the background color to white. Can you see this? And then it cut this up. But we still want this to be able to show. So the best way we can actually do this is if we put this one in a separate container outside. So let me see. We can take this image here and let's see if we put it here, what happens? Exactly. Guys, are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you seeing what I'm saying? So we have this. So what we want to do is let's reduce the margin bottom. Let's add bottom padding. Oh no. Let's add bottom padding. 100. And let's make it 200 too. So that's too much. That's 1,000. 200. Yes. Make this 209. Too small. Let's delete this container. This container is no longer useful to us. So yeah, there we go. So, but we want to be, I want this main hero padding to be a lot. Hold on. So let's look for main hero. This is main hero. I want it to come down. The bottom, let's make it 500. Yeah, let's make it 500 and let's make this. Why is it complaining of this thing? Yeah. So let's make this 500. 500. Yes. Or let's make it 498 a little bit. Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing? We're creating one of the nicest landing pages you've seen ever. So as you can see, we now have this. So this is in a different container, but the padding and the margin has been displaced, right? So that is what gives us this. Can you see this? It gives us this, right? So we've not published yet. So let's publish and see what our website actually looks like. Let's publish. Let's view it. Can you see, guys? Do you like it? It said it was easy. Can you see? So we have a website right now, right? Can you see this? Now we can then add this. Oh, I closed everything up. So this is what our website looks like. Guys, I want to confess, this is my first time of doing this. It's my first time, guys. I've never done this before. Okay, so now we have, we're supposed to add this. We're supposed to add our top global enterprise. Give me 1 minute, guys. Um, all right, sorry for the transition. I was trying to see if I could get something. Okay, all right, so our top global enterprise. Let's see. So our top global enterprise. So we need like how many logos now? Child deck. Okay. Yeah. So next is to center this. Text color black. Um, what else? Jesus. Where are we? or here. Okay, so with this logo from left to right is supposed to be um going in and going out. There's a code for this, but we're just gonna put the logos, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a grid. We're gonna add a grid under this container. What's the padding of this? It's too much. 1,000 forwards. Yeah, so we're gonna add um a grid under this, and we're gonna say 6 columns. Wonderful. All right, so let's go and look for logo. Let's look for logo and we'll resize all the logos. So Pinterest, we're on Pinterest here. So let's look for trading logo. Yeah. So these are different logos, right? So we're just gonna pick and save. No, I don't like this logo. Go back. So let's just pick 10 different logos. Maybe I should go to Figma because I don't like any of these logos. Let's go to Figma and pick. Yes, I see Figma. Let's go to Canva. Let's close all of this. Let's close all of this. We have used them so that leave. Okay, so logo. Mbazishima Shishimaka. So we're creating how many logos? We need about 6. And after 6 logos, yeah, so this is our logo design. We're just going to duplicate this page 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's pick logo. I like this logo, but we're going to change the background to nothing to why. Change this number 9 to blue. Let's change it to if you get a CB or yeah, I think I like it like this. Okay, so number 5, let's pick another logo, like this mini logo. Anywhere Studio. And let's remove this. And this bring this here. And then increase this. Yeah, there we go. We have a logo. Then next we're gonna choose another logo. Muse. I like this logo. Let's remove this. So we're trying to get logos. So your client will probably give you the logos to use, but it's highly dependent on you and the client. Control G. Position it to center. Yeah, same here. Position. Okay, so Muse, position, middle. Okay, so let's add another logo. Let's see, of course, our light lab. Background is going to be white. I don't want any other color. Okay, so 2. Let's look for one more logo. I think I like this one. Let's remove this thing. Center it. Let's group it. Center it. Okay, so, and finally, let's just choose one more logo. Hmm. So we're gonna download all with transparent background. So we're downloading now. Logo pack. It's a building with WordPress is harder. Guys, it's not that hard. So we're gonna add images in all. Yeah. So in all the boxes, we're gonna add images. Images, 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 images. I do hope you're enjoying the class. It's a very interesting class. You can build anything, anything. I might even have to upload this video on YouTube because I want to share. Some uploaded as white too. Let's see how it goes now. So let's add this one here. Yeah. Then we add, what's the next logo? Mac, select. Then we add this one here. Light Lab. Then we add this one here. Meals. Then we add this one here. Mini. Then we add this one here. 9. Perfect. Now we have our logo. So let's see how close it is. Okay, so it's quite close here. So let's see. Should we reduce the height? The maximum height. Let's leave it the way it is. I'm coming. Okay. So let's leave this. So you can actually resize it and make sure you take away the top and the bottom, but I think it's fine the way it is. Okay, so we've added global enterprise. Let's change this to Poppins. Don't forget. Yeah, our global enterprise. So is there a color there? No, it's white. So here there's a shadow, right? There's a box shadow here. So we're gonna add it. It's vertical. Yeah. So I'm gonna spread it. I'm gonna blur it. Yeah. So I think that should be it, Sha. Let me remove the padding here, both top and bottom. No, 100. Let's make this whole place the margin. Let's add margin to it. 10 bottom. Yeah. Okay, I think it's fine like this. 100 for bottom. Yeah, we're close. We're very close. Can you see? So we can even remove the box shadow. Let's not make the box shadow too big. Where's the box? Let me click on this. 100 Mopo Bendiga. Spread it, not too much. Yeah. There we go. We know there's a color here and it gets darker. Let's see. Make it pink. Okay, so there we go with our. I'm not feeling this box shadow, guys. I'm just gonna make it a little bit. It's gonna spread, but a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. So the next part we want to add, so we can publish this. And the next part I want to add is to build to support working style seamlessly, track your growth, this, that. You know, just the usual text. So these ones are usually not hard to add, right? So, but we're just going to go ahead and add it. Build to support your work style seamlessly. So let's add another one facing down. And we're adding this text here that says, build to support your working style seamlessly. Center the text, increase the size. Let's see. So we're going to break it down from your. Okay, so we can also reduce the size because it's too big like that. Yeah, and change it to black. Well, let's make it poppins first. The color. Black. In the container, let's add up and down padding. So 90, 90 padding. Right? So we're going to add text like this too. So you can just copy this, you can copy and come inside this container and paste. It will paste directly on that. So it's almost like the text under here. Then we're supposed to add a box. And in this particular box, we're supposed to also add like a button here. So I say button, we're supposed to add like a let's call it a card, right? Even though this is more of a picture, not necessarily a box, but it's a picture. We're just gonna go ahead and add it, right? So you can actually create that one in Elementor. Let's create a new container inside here. And then we're gonna add another container inside. Now with this container that we're now going to reduce to boxed. We're going to actually reduce the size here. So what is inside here is, let's see, we have text and menu is a picture. So just to show progress, then we have image and all of that. So, but let's assume that we'll look for a card and add here, but let's add this one under. So inside this particular place, let's duplicate this container. We're going to duplicate this container here. So let's look for where we are. We're here. Here we're container 2, containers here. And 594 is I think I like to change it to percentage. And let's call it 50%. Same here, make this 50%, 51%, so 50% is fine. Then we can center it. So I actually want to center this. Okay, this is full, it's not boxed. Make it boxed, yeah. So we don't have to actually center it, center on its own. Okay, so this is it. This is what we have here. So we can add that card image here, but under here, we're supposed to add a few things. We're supposed to add text, subtext, and button. So we'll add a heading text here. Let's add this subtext, copy, and paste it inside this container. and take this particular button. Remember this button I built? Copy this and paste this inside this container. Yeah, so we have this now. So let's reduce this text. How many lines is this text? Let's see. 1, 2. So if we take this text and we reduce it, what's gonna happen? And we align it to the left instead of center. We'll break it from maximize. Yeah, there we go. And this is our button size. We increase the text size. Yeah, can increase text size to 18. Yeah, this is fine. Then here we come and we remove the gaps so that everything is conjoined together. Okay, so let's look at this. Handle multiple projects. So we're gonna edit this and say handle multiple projects. I think just reduce the line height of this. Yeah, carry my hustle for my shoulder. I hope all of you are Nigerians. So let's make this 10, no, 20. Uh, yeah, this is better. Then if you notice our buttons are using to come up because there are other things that are here. So we're gonna remove all of this and our button will come up. There you go. So it looks exactly like this. So no, let me change the color of this text to black. So this is how you build an element or anything at all. Then there's a card. There's a card we're supposed to add here. So let's go to Pinterest. Yeah, things like this. Let's look for a final one. And I think I do have some of these things on my Figma. Let me see if I do. Let me see. I do. Let me check. So let's go base. We're gonna end this class in 20 minutes because I need to go. I think I have some of this card stuff. Just to find it now. Let me look for it. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Okay, so I think I have some of those cards that I designed. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take out one. Let's see. I've designed things like this before. So let's say, let me take this one. Let me add this to our design. Okay, so we're gonna add an image here. Just drag and drop image. We're gonna add this here. Okay, so let's upload it. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna upload that right now. So yeah, we're gonna select this. Let's make the image full. Yeah. So you see, we have this now, right? So it's a box. Let's add the box shadow. Color. What's the color of this one? Hey, hope I don't close page. Oh. Yeah, I think it's light red. So we're just gonna make it light. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, you guys are cracking me up in the comments. So let's make this box shadow. Let's bring the horizontal down a little bit. No, let's make it 0. Vertical 0. Blur, a lot of blur, a lot of spread. Yeah, there we go. That's what we have here, right? So you can add whatever card you want to add there, right? So let me see. Okay. So the next thing we want to add is this, but in 4 places, right? So we're not actually not going to stress and be recreating stuff again. So what are we going to do? We're going to just add our container here. And guess what? We're going to make this is going to be 1. So let's even reduce the size of this. Let's make it boxed. Hold on. Make it percentage. Make it 50. Oh no, it's fine like this. So we can actually just add a grid into here, make it 2 columns and 2 rows. All we have to do is in each column and each row, we have to add this container. So copy and paste. And we have it inside here. Can you see this now? So let's make this one full size. Layout complete. There you go. So you see this, right? We're also going to copy it. Let's be sure it's the right one we're picking. Yeah, so copy it, copy. I'll paste it in this grid. We'll paste it here too. Right. But guess what? In the picture we have here, we're only pasting an image. Right. So let's see. This one is green, pink, no color. This one does not have image. This one is okay. I see what they did. So it's two grids. Then here they made it containers. So I'm just gonna show you. Um, Here's two grids. So we're actually gonna delete this. I think this is blue. Let's make this blue. No, this box shadow. Yeah, let's make this block shadow into green. Yeah. So for here, we're just going to delete this, right? And change the grid to just two. Change the grid to just one row. Yeah. So next we want to have is, where's the grid? We're going to add a container over the grid, under the grid. No, not here. No. I'm going to click here, this main. This is the grid. I'm going to have one. I'm going to add a container here. So I'm going to add a container here. Then I can come here and actually add the grid. So grid is two columns, one row. Yeah, so we're going to copy this container into this place and paste it. We're going to increase the size. Then we're going to take this image and we're going to paste it here. Can you see? So but let's reduce the image because so to look at least like our design. Yeah, so that's the image. Let's stretch it to cover. Let's make this grid container full width. Image. The image, yeah, that's it. So top center. There you go. So we can also put all of this in the center. There you go, to fit what we have here. Okay. So we have border. Where's our border? We can, so the border here is, let's remove the padding inside all of this grid. In the grid, the first grid, let's remove the padding so that everything is touching the wall. Yep, so it's touching the wall, left and right, no padding. 0. So we're gonna come here to this, no, it's not here. The first container in the grid, yeah. And we're gonna go to style. We're gonna go to border. Border is solid, but we're not going to add border everywhere. So we're just gonna put it on the right. It's gonna be 1. And we're going to do that for the bottom 1. Same here. Remove the padding. All of that to add the border. So we can also remove the gap in the grids. Don't forget, under layout, remove the gaps so that, yeah, they touch each other. So we come here and then we add This is the first container. The second container, that's where we're going to add the second board. On the bottom is going to be 1. On the right, no, on the left actually, not on the right. On the left is going to be 1, right? So the default is set, yeah. Oh, sorry. I was adding it to border radius instead of border width. I was wondering what was wrong. Okay, so border radius 1, bottom 1. The color, we're gonna have the color somewhere maxed out at this. Yeah. So let's even see what we have. So far, we're making progress. Yeah. So you see, yeah, you see that we're making progress. We can adjust this later. So our inner padding, we have to move this padding here. So let's go back here. This is too close to the border. So let's select this container, come here to the padding, and padding left, actually. Let's increase it. And there we go with the spacing. Can I say okay? Yeah, we have it at this. Then the first container will do the same thing left and right so that it merges 20, 20. There we go. All right, so we're not going to waste so much time because I need to be out of here in 6 minutes. I'll see you guys in the next class in 6 minutes. So but let's finish up. So let's go back to our design and check out what we've not added. So we need to add minimum. Now you need code to do this. When I'm teaching you guys JavaScript, a little bit of JavaScript, you know how to do this. But I don't know why I don't want to add this. Let's just go straight to this because it's a lot of work. So we'll go straight to this, right? So this just involves code and you have to add some icons and use absolute. Let's just try it. Come here, add flexbox, add one here, add a text, a big text. So let's say that text carries these words. Personalized fitness coaching for women who want to feel powerful inside their hearts. Let's just add that text, right? And let's make it centered or justified, right? So from left to right, right. There's a code to make it like some text disappear and it appears as you move on. There's a code to do that, and I don't have it in my head right now, but I'll probably show you guys in the next class. So, okay, so next, you can actually add like a button, or you can create one yourself, but let's say you add a button. Now, to be able to move this to different parts of this website, let's add padding on this thing. So let's make this 100 on all sides. To be able to move this around, you can just make this custom size. Make this custom size. Let's see, 12%. And then the position can be absolute, right? And then you can move it around to wherever you want it on the website. Do you understand now, guys? So you can move it wherever you want it on the website, still close, just like the way it is here. So you can move it, you can actually duplicate it. You can actually duplicate it. You can duplicate it, and just move around with it, right? But that's not so I've done that. So you can actually create yours depending on what you want. I'm trying to finish up quick. So now, next thing we have is these boxes, these grids, right? So we have, in these grids, we have heading and these two things. So let's just copy from here. Let's even copy this entire container. Copy this and then bring it into this place and paste it. So now we have this, right? So we might take out this part because we don't need it here. Then we can now add a grid. In this grid, we can then add icon. Hold on. That's icon. Icon. We can add icon. Where's our icon? Yeah, icon. We can add a header. There's a header. Sometimes it can be very difficult to put it inside here. That's not where I want it. I want it in here under this icon. Let me just select this. The grid has 3 columns. So icon is going to be in 1. The heading is going to be together with this. Or we can simply just add a container inside to avoid drama. Yeah. So let's delete this thing first. We can simply just add a container and add 3 more containers inside. So duplicate. Now, you see, it's pointing downwards because when we were adding the structure, we said we wanted the characters to point downwards and not sideways. So all you need to do is to select the main container, the one that houses the 3, and then change the direction, right? And there you go. Next, we're going to add icon, heading, and subtext. Is our subtext. Then there's what we call icon box, which is like this, already done for you, right? So you can actually just edit it the way you want it and all of that. And that's what you used to create this. Yes. So you have, let's just create it. You have this icon here. Let's change the icon to something we like. Target. Let's choose a nice icon. Archive. I think I like this. View. Framed. Stacked. Yeah, circle is fine. Okay, so primary color is this. Icon size reduced. Padding inside and outside of this icon can also be reduced. Okay, let's increase it a little bit. Sorry, my mouse is misbehaving, so let's increase it and reduce the icon size. So the icon size can be much more smaller. Let's align it to the left. Then we can add a text that says, focus with me. Then subtext. Let's add the subtext that's from here. Control C. We're gonna add this here. Okay, so now we want to make sure that there's a distance between these two, right? So we want to increase the padding below. So we'll come here and we'll click on 100. Can you see this? The padding below. Then we select the container in which it is in. We can add a padding of 10 so that everything is centered. We can change the background color to white, depending on what we want, right? Change this text color to what we want. Very easy stuff, right? And there we go. So now let's make this our background. Let's add that background color. Our background, beautiful background that we got. Yeah, so background overlay. Let's increase the overlay. Let's increase the overlay. So we increase the overlay, and this is what we have. So we can duplicate this. No, let's remove this icon box. Yeah, so delete. I want to duplicate this container. Let's make it 40. Yeah. So we're going to duplicate, and we're going to delete this ones that we're not using and delete this one that we're not using. There we go. Now we have this. So we can select the main container and we duplicate it. Right. So if we come to this place, this is the whole container where all these things are housed. We can then click on it. We can go to advanced, and then we increase the padding to 100. There we go. Now we have our own parts, just like the way his own is. But if you're designing for a client, they'll give you everything from text, blah, 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 and all of this. You can have this like this. You can do the same. So, guys, I think I would be stopping here. The rest of you guys to finish up your class, complete it with your testimonials, add the blog section, add FAQs, add this part of your website and your footer. Best student is going to win money from me. Okay, so I guess let's publish it. Now, when you're building website, this is just a tip of the iceberg because you're still going to make sure that it fits for both mobile and so let's increase this. Yeah, you have to make sure that it fits for both mobile and desktop. There we go. See, we have this here. Yeah, can you see this? Okay, so we made a lot of progress today. I would love to see this. And I also gave an assignment on hero pages, and some of you have not submitted it. I would love that you guys send me that assignment so that I could actually mark and see what you guys are doing. But I think today this is where we ended. So I'll see you guys in the next class. Yeah, I'll see you in the next class.